A voice that defined a generation, a soul that touched millions. And now, a heartbreaking loss. Today we remember the legendary Angie Stone, her music, her impact, and the shocking truth she exposed just before her tragic passing. Born Angela Laverne Brown on December 18, 1961 in Columbia, South Carolina, Angie Stone's musical journey began with hip-hop. As a teenager, she was part of the pioneering female rap group, The Sequence. Their 1979 hit Funk You Up became a staple in early hip-hop and remains one of the genre's first major songs by a female group. But it was in the 1990s that Angie Stone's voice truly took center stage. She became a force in neo-soul, helping to shape the genre alongside artists like Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, and Jill Scott. Her 1999 debut album Black Diamond introduced the world to the richness of her voice and the depth of her storytelling. With songs like No More Rain and Brother, Angie delivered messages of love, empowerment, and resilience. Her music was deeply personal, often reflecting her own struggles and triumphs. She went on to release multiple albums, earning Grammy nominations and cementing herself as one of the greats in soul and R&B. Beyond her solo career, Angie Stone's influence stretched across the industry. She was a songwriter, a mentor, and a collaborator, working with some of the biggest names in music. Her contributions to D'Angelo's Brown Sugar album helped shape the neo-soul sound that defined an era. But behind the success, Angie was fighting a battle that many artists know all too well. The fight for was rightfully hers. Just days before her passing, she made shocking claims against Universal Music Group, alleging that they had stolen her royalties for over 20 years. She spoke openly about how the music industry had robbed her of her earnings she deserved. She demanded justice, calling out the system that has exploited black artists for generations. Her words sent shockwaves through the industry, reigniting conversations about fair compensation for musicians.
A lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. At the end of the day, after 40-something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties.
But on March 1st, 2025, tragedy struck. According to authorities, Angie Stone was a passenger in a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van traveling through Montgomery County, Alabama, when disaster struck. The van overturned in a single vehicle crash, landing on the highway. Moments later, a Freightliner Cascadia collided with the wrecked vehicle. Angie Stone was pronounced dead at the scene. 8 others were injured and transported to a nearby hospital. Her loss is immeasurable, but her legacy, that will live forever. Angie Stone was more than a singer. She was a storyteller, a trailblazer, and a woman who poured her heart into every note she sang. And just before her passing, she made sure the truth was known. She refused to be silent about the injustices she faced in the industry. Angie Stone spent her life making music that uplifted others, and in her final days, she fought to uplift herself and every artist who has been taken advantage of. Angie Stone may be gone, but her voice and her fight will never fade. Share your favorite memories and songs in the comments below as we honor the life of a true legend. Rest in power, Angie Stone, a voice of soul, a pioneer, and a fighter for justice. Your legacy will live on. Our deepest condolences to her family and loved ones. May her music and spirit continue to inspire generations.
I'm about to reveal some stuff that, Lord just told me to talk about today. I figured I better share it with you all and you can pass it on, because just because we're in the industry doesn't mean we're not human. Things happen all the time. And unfortunately, when this happened, I just wasn't prepared for it. It has been one heck of a ride. This last month, the enemy was trying to take me out. He was really trying to take me out. And the worst thing that could possibly happen to any artist after 45 to 50 years in the business, the worst thing that could happen. It has, of course, happened to me. And I'm constantly in prayer for God to forgive the people that have wished me ill will or, done anything to remotely get in the way of the gift of sharing with my fans. The devil is a lie. I was rushed to the hospital because I wasn't breathing so well. Came to find out I had what was a bacterial blood infection that I had gotten when they stuck me with the needle. It had went into my bloodstream and caused a staph infection of the blood. I knew it was an attack. I knew it was a spiritual attack on me. However, I was treated and God healed me. He cleared up. After 2 weeks, solid, they cleared up the blood infection. But I had to get postured with God, one-on-one. Sometimes God will make you stand still. When you're doing the most you can for everyone, He will stand you still so that your complete focus can be on Him. He knew that I was about to come into some things. Lo and behold, I won't call any names, but people quit on me because they thought it was me. And I really don't want it to be their downfall. But I will tell you, people left me in that dark, dark moment when I really needed support. My kids were there for me. My true friends were there for me because they knew this is serious. They thought that blood infection would have damaged my heart, so I went into a lot of testing to make sure there was not heart scarring. Lo and behold, all of that came out fine. I was not scarred by the heart, thank God. I just wanted to be transparent with you all because I don't always have it all the way together. But I'm a hard worker. I play hardball, but I love twice as hard. I soon found out that one of the biggest companies that I was with, Universal Music, it's the second part of the ugly truth. We began to research things to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. At the end of the day, after 40-something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. If you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're going to have to give up my coins. I don't know what they might do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me. Okay? All the money they owe me. It's ridiculous that someone has played with my life and my career for this long, for their own benefit. I mean, have you no conscience? There's a special place in hell, just like my girl Selena said, for people like that. Just because I believe in God don't mean they believe in God. They don't believe in God. So they think I'm a fool and a bunch of other people because we love hard, we give hard, we go, but it don't mean we stupid. I'm telling on Universal, And all the people that y'all work with me, y'all know who you are. You've been spotted. You've been seen. Your worth is useless to me now because I've seen the data. That's all I'm going to say. The devil did not take my life. And God spared me and gave me the extra time I needed to get y'all straight.